Welcome in to Outkick the Show, college football pregame edition. I had an unbelievable nightmare last night. I dreamed that almost all of us had a cover in the bag as a nice start to Friday night. I dreamed that FAU was up 14 points, that Marshall was driving and not having very much success, that they had multiple fourth downs. Somehow they scored a touchdown. But many of us still had bought FAU either at 6 or 6.5. We were in decent shape. And then I was in a restaurant and I didn't have a good feed on the game. I actually asked the bartender if he could put on the FAU Marshall game, and I might as well have asked him to cure cancer on the spot. And so as a result, I'm sitting there in disbelief over everything that I see when I suddenly check my phone and realize that Lane Kiffin took a safety with 14 seconds left that made absolutely no sense. That's the craziest thing about the safety that he took. They're up 30-23, and the safety that he took made 0 sense. All right? When you break this down, there is no way that you can possibly justify the decision that he made. Because worst case scenario, if that punt gets blocked or if they allow a return, then worst case scenario, you end up with a tie game. When you give up the safety and then you give a free kick, theoretically they could return that kick and beat you. I know it's a free kick, but there's no way they can beat you if you just punt the ball away. The actual decision makes no sense at all. All he did was give them a chance to actually beat him. It's an unbelievable situation. Yeah, stop with your 2-point conversion talk. First of all, so what if you go for 2? Secondly, the point here is you get beaten without even having to go for 2 if you give up a touchdown on the kick return. It's one of the most ridiculous coaching decisions I've ever seen. It wasn't even the smart play. I've demanded that Lane Kiffin come on and defend himself. I'm not sure if he's going to come on and defend himself, but we definitely need that to happen because otherwise, I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't know what is going on in the world. And for the way to start the parlay, to have it happen that way, it makes no sense. I mean, it was totally indefensible. And that's the truth. 100%. So Lane needs to come on. And maybe he does fade the picks. Maybe Joey Freshwater is out there fading the picks. I'm going to have to block this loser. You know what's funny? I got to say, let me just reinforce here an interesting idea. What I have always said is this. If you are in the business of bragging on somebody you don't know to someone else you don't know, it's proof that you have a mosquito dick, right? I want you to think about this for a minute. Number one way to know that a dude has a mosquito dick, and this is rampant throughout Twitter, is for people who are poor and unsuccessful to brag about other people who are more successful than they are that they don't know to someone else who's infinitely more successful than they are about someone else. Like, just think about what a little mosquito-dicked motherfucker you have to be to make the decision. Think about this. It's one thing to brag on yourself, right? Like, I'm my ultimate PR guy. I will brag on myself to the end of earth because nobody else is probably going to do it. But for you as an anonymous internet person to decide that you are going to brag on somebody you don't know to somebody else you don't know, I can't even conceptualize how much of a mosquito dick you have to have. Like, you're choosing to spend your time not bragging on yourself, not attempting to in any way make yourself better, but to brag about somebody else you don't know to someone else you don't know. If you have ever thought about doing this, don't out yourself this way as having a tiny little mosquito dick. Why? Like, focus on yourself. If you want to brag on yourself, if you want to make yourself better, if you want to be successful in life, do it. Like, you control that. But to seek out other people you don't know and brag to them about other people you don't know is literally one of the most pathetic things I've ever heard of in my life. Why do people do this? Like, I've never even remotely contemplated doing something like that. Seeking out a stranger I don't know and bragging to him about how another stranger I don't know is better at something than that person is. Wow. What an unbelievable angle that would be. There are a lot of dudes with little mosquito dicks who like Barstool. Maybe the number one mosquito dick company in the entire world in terms of their fans, Barstool. Man, lots of little dudes running around chirping about other people they don't know to other people they don't know. It's really a strange concept. Like, I don't even get it. Really, unbelievably, to out yourself as a mosquito dick, tough situation. All right, we got a couple of different things to hit. This show, I'm going to give you my gambling picks, even though Lane Kiffin killed us. I got 9 gambling picks coming up for you right now. But first, time to talk about our friends at Crystal. Crystal, they've sponsored our Saturday show all season long. Crystals and their wings, perfect complement to any tailgate. How much are Crystals every day? Y'all should know this by now. 79 cents. 79 cents. 79 cents all day, every day. That is the perfect hangover remedy. I might need it today, honestly. So go pick up a sack full today. Plus, they're hooking up the Outkick family this fall. Text the word Outkick to 37793 right now. That's text the word Outkick to 37793. And Crystal will hook you up with 2 free crystals and a soda. Go get you some free crystals today, only 99 cents each. And as if that were not enough, I also want to tell you about my friends at good old Alumni Hall. If you are a fan of good, decent gear to wear around for your tailgates, maybe go ahead and start with Thanksgiving and Christmas gifts. Right now, Alumni Hall is has the best selection of top brands like Nike, Under Armour, Columbia, and more. New cold weather gear from your favorite brands have arrived. All the best college gear you can imagine. And everything you need to rep your team. For a limited time only, receive 15% off and free shipping on your order with the code Outkick. Somebody telling me what to do. With the code Outkick, for a limited time only, receive 15% off and a free shipping on your order with code Outkick at alumnihall.com. All right, boys and girls, it's time to get rich. And by the way, never know. Never know when I'm actually going to look at the comments and decide to just wipe people out. Be dead. 1 minute, you're living the dream. You're in the comments anonymously saying whatever you want. Next time, bang, you are dead. Never know. Got to keep your head on a swivel in this game. Got to stay strong. Don't be a pussy. If I look up and I think, you know what? That's what a pussy would say. You're done. Completely done. That is going to happen. This guy back in, I thought I blocked this motherfucker. Like, of all the things, like, again, mosquito dick is back. Like, not only are you a mosquito dick, but you're such a mosquito dick that you create another account to come back in and double down on being a mosquito dick. Like, I think that this is incredible. I would love to know this guy. I would love to know who Mosquito Dick Guy is. Like, imagine being such a pathetic loser that you get knocked out of an anonymous comment thread and then you create a new anonymous comment thread so you can come back in and prove what a mosquito dick you are. It's one of the most unbelievable things I've ever seen. I would just love to have this guy come by right now and have him just drop his pants, and we'd be like, mosquito dick. 100%. Like, the whole show should just be people who are anonymous internet trolls having to drop their pants and show us their dicks. And we'd all be like, yeah, I kind of get it now. I kind of get it. Why this guy is a total mosquito dick. Be an incredible show. So you're an anonymous internet commenter. Oh yeah, you spend a lot of time, like, anonymously setting up all these accounts and running around and coming on and making comments about other people who are more successful than you to other people who are more successful than you that you don't know either of. Yeah, no, I do that. So, all right, good deal. We're going to do like an internet combine, commenting combine, and instead of like you're going to run the 40 and you're going to do the bench press and everything else, you just have to drop your pants and everybody just gets to look at your dick. And I think we would have the largest collection of mosquito dicks we've ever seen in our lives. I just don't have any doubt at all about it. So that would be an incredible setup. So anyway, that's my new television show idea. Internet trolls have to show their penises live on television would be incredible. Here we go. time for all of the picks. We're going 9-0, and I've made a couple of additional picks, right? Here we go. Nash is downstairs right now. Ole Miss at Kentucky, I love the over. Ohio State at Iowa. All right, this is one of the games that I parlayed because Lane Kiffin killed our parlay last night. I have come in and I have gone back in. The line is up to 20. Ohio State is now a 20-point favorite. All right? Ohio State on the road at Iowa is now up to 20 early this morning when I was betting my latest parlay. I'm going to tell you my parlay. But Iowa is up to 20, so I'm plus 20 now on Iowa. Western Kentucky's up to 12.5. I don't understand how Vanderbilt is favored by 12.5 on anybody. I love that game. Texas is still at 7. I got Texas against TCU. I got South Carolina, Georgia. It's back down underneath 24. I've got Georgia and the over. Virginia Tech has now swung the opposite direction. I still like Virginia Tech to win this game outright, although Miami is now like a 1-point favorite. And then Mizzou. Mizzou is down. I bought it down to 1 early this morning. Pretty incredible that Mizzou is down to 1. I think they're going to blow out Florida. Oklahoma State, I've got the over. And, adjustment. I'm going to pull up the parlay that I just bet this morning, and I'm going to give out a new parlay because Lane Kiffin killed our parlay last night. Memphis won with ease. And I'm still kind of stunned that we lost the way we did with Lane Kiffin and that situation where he basically gave away the cover. And again, I don't even think it was strategically sound in any way. Like, I don't think it made any sense at all, the decision that he's made. It was incredible. So that in itself is crazy. All right, here's my new parlay. Are you guys ready? 5-team parlay. New one for everybody to play out there in addition to the 9 picks I just gave you. I got Syracuse plus 7.5. Syracuse is now plus 7.5 against Florida State. We know what Dino Babers does. He covers. I'm adding 1. I'm now on Syracuse plus 7.5. Iowa. Iowa is all the way up to 20. Iowa is all the way up to plus 20. Western Kentucky is up to plus 12.5. This is my 5-game parlay that I'm playing. This is early kicks. I got Missouri at minus 1. Missouri now a final 1. Okay, here we got him. Boom. Like, did I have a loading error? It says I blocked him. So I think I blocked him, and now he's going to come back in and create a new one right in the middle of the parlay. Just wiped him out. This is like really funny in and of itself. Missouri minus 1. And I've got Michigan State plus 9.5 against Penn State. All right, let me give you all of those. I think that's too big of a line. 5-game parlay. A lot of these are early kicks. Syracuse plus 7.5. I've got Iowa plus 20. I've got Western Kentucky plus 12.5. I've got Missouri minus 1. And I've got Michigan State plus 9.5. That's a 5-game parlay. My wife is actually at that Michigan State and Penn State game with James Franklin's wife. She's up in Michigan covering that game for Outkick. She's good friends with James Franklin's wife, who's awesome. And so she's up there, Franklin's family friends. So she's up there for that game. But I think 9.5 points is too many. 9.5 points against Michigan State. Points will be at a premium in that one. I think that is too many games. Good Lord. This obsession, like, there are a lot of people out there that, like, have decided, and I don't know why it's not letting me block this guy, even though it's saying I'm blocking him. A lot of people out there are obsessed with my wife. Like, she's hot. And she is also a pretty good mom. But to me, it's like, why would you go after my wife? Like, she doesn't sleep with anybody but me that I'm aware of. And frankly, she doesn't sleep with me that often. And I'm the most famous person she's ever slept with. And I'm not that famous. So it's a strange obsession. Like, why would you go after my wife? You want to come after me? That's fine. You want to come after me for anything? Like, she's pretty awesome. But it's like, even the mafia doesn't go after kids and children and wives. So anyway, I think that's strange. All right, any questions? Any questions right now? Those are the 9 picks I got. I also added in 2 more that I've seen move a lot this morning. I now like Syracuse on the road against Florida State, and I like Michigan State against Penn State. Those kick off here momentarily. We are going to have these cups for sale at some point soon. That is 100% true. The groomers continue to grow. Again, the odds at BetOnline. The odds at BetOnline on John Gruden becoming the next coach of the University of Tennessee are now down to plus 150. They have fallen from 20-1 to plus 150. So there are a lot of people that have jumped on the John Gruden bandwagon. We will see what happens. I think, look, if you buy into the offshore situation, then there's a decent chance that John Gruden is going to be the next coach of Tennessee. They would tell you it's 50-50, basically, 60-40, whatever the math is on plus 150. All right. I love all of you. My name is Clay Travis. I want to encourage you to go send the code 37793. 37793. Text Outkick to that number, and you'll get 2 free crystals and a Coke. Go get your gear at alumnihall.com. 15% off if you use the code Outkick and free shipping. All right. Love all of you. Appreciate what you do for us. My name is Clay Travis. This has been Outkick the Show. Don't be a pussy. I like you. I hate your gambling talk. That's being a pussy. Should I block him? Ooh, I let him have it. I let him live. That was a warning. My name is Clay Travis. Let's have some fun today. Let's get rich. I'll see you guys. Maybe later today, but if not, probably tomorrow.